All right, is this I think I'm on right now. What's going on, people? It's been a while since I did one of these, and I just want to give you an update. I have been reading quite a few books. My next one is going to be on this. I actually picked this up at Walmart, and the cover really didn't impress me because a lot of them was like some little love novels. I don't be reading those, but it's going to be on this Show and Tell. It is written by Niobe Bryant. It actually was pretty good. I'll get into that one, but now I want to get into two books that you guys have been told me to read. It's like one of those must-read books, and I still was avoiding it because I just didn't know. I like to read stuff that I'm totally not used to or from different authors and stuff like that. But yes, I finally read it. The coldest winter ever. And even reading this around, people are like, oh, I read that. What part you on? So, big up to Sister Soldier. But I'm going to tell you how I came about it. First, I read Midnight. Yeah, I kind of went backwards. I read Midnight, and I'm going to discuss that book. That book was so good. Midnight was so good that it made me have to go back and really figure out the first character from that book. It was so good. And when I was reading it on the train, I had gave a girl my book, so that's why I don't have it available. I show you the cover and the clip before this. Midnight is a story about a boy from Africa who he gets sent over here because there's turmoil in his country, and his father has to stay back. So he's kind of very young, but he's also in that country. He is the protector of his mother and his newborn sister. And when they get to New York, everything isn't pans out the way that it's supposed to pan out, and he ends up having to survive. And it really gives an in-depth on how Americans really are from a different perspective, and how we act and live, especially in that ghetto lifestyle in the projects, that some are accustomed to. And it really gets into detail on how to really survive the streets, and how he keeps to his roots and he stays close to his faith. And I learned a lot about Islam in that book. Not and it was really good to read about the niqab and all the stuff that the women wear, and it was just very good and very in depth. Well, he meets this Japanese girl, a Japanese or Korean named Akemi, and as children, and how they come from different cultures and how they're able to relate to each other. Not even because they can't even really talk to each other because she doesn't know English, but how that's just how love is just enough that you don't really even need to speak the same language. That it's crazy, these two, and it just goes into that whirlwind how she's not in his culture, and it's really good. And I'm giving it 5 out of 5 books. I mean, that's how good that book is now. And it ends very where I'm needing it to really pick up from there, because I'm kind of shocked that she didn't pick up from there. And they say that that's kind of a prequel to this book, but it really isn't, because the Midnight character that's in that book is not correlated really with the Midnight character that's in The Coldest Winter Ever. Now, The Coldest Winter Ever, I'm sure everybody has read it. Now that I finally have read it, I can see what the deal is with this book. This book was good. It's about a girl, Winter Santiago, and how Midnight kind of intertwines in there is that she also has this very secret crush that she thinks Midnight is going to save her because he works for her father, and how it's the demise of a drug empire, a drug kingpin, how to survive. This is a straight survival 101 book, and I swear that it just couldn't be. It couldn't have been written any better than the way Sister Soldier put it in The Coldest Winter Ever. Like, even when reading the book, I'm like, okay, now I see how she's treating some of these characters and how that's going to come full circle. And I'm like, oh, she gonna get it because she treated this girl like this, and how her friends and how people you thought you knew on your way up, some had come up and they want to see you fall, and how how the people that you stepped on when you were on the come up are the same people you're going to need when you're down and out. And it's crazy that she really captured this book also by putting herself in the story in kind of like a third person uh, point of view. And it was really, really good, and it kind of really brought me back to that old 80s New York, and it was really, 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 really good. And I really suggest that that a lot of people that are on the wrong path and trying to make that fast money, that they really pick up the Coldest Winter Ever and really see how that stuff ain't nothing like fast money when you're getting it. I can understand, bruh, I can understand. Ain't nothing like fast money when you're getting it. But it's fast money, and that's just what it is. And it's a slow way to really, really, really knock your hustle, because it can all come tumbling down any minute. And if any words of encouragement, I couldn't have wrote a book better for that. For women, men, brothers, I couldn't have done that. But she kind of relates the characters in there, and it's really a good read. And I have to give them both 5 out of 5 books now. I'm peeped on my message boards, since I haven't been here in some of my message boards, that somebody else that did a commentary on Midnight. Let me see if I can get to it. They had did a book review. So shout out to, it's the Sisterhood Book Club. And I wanted to give her this shout out because she's doing a review on Midnight. And I haven't watched it yet, and I wanted to do mine and to see how, which she rated it. It looked like she rated it very high as well. So I'm going to go ahead and read out. But shout out to all the people doing the book clubs all over. I'm down here in the A. I'm not from the A, but I'm down here in the A. We got the book club jumping out here. I'm rotating my books. My books are still on sale. I reduced the price. They 7 books. Any book that I reviewed on here, you can get for $7 on Amazon.com. So go cop that. Support. Let's rotate these books. All my books are in great condition. I'm just recycling them so that way I can be able to give back. So that say people say, yeah, I want to cop that book. Well, you can cop it. Shortyrocks 67. Amazon. Just put in that SHORTYROCK 67 on Amazon.com. Cop one of my books. I'll get it to you in 2 to 3 days. I express deliver them, and we can keep this thing moving. So shout out to the Sisterhood Book Club. Let them know I shouted them out too. And I'm signing out. And again, I'm going to give y'all a little more commentary in about a couple weeks on this new book. I have been very busy. I'm also going to try to cop and read some more informational books. A guy from North Carolina has put me on to some of them, and I've been in one, and it's been a slow read, but I'm going to get into that. So other than that, this is your boy, Shorty Rock, signing out in the heat early. Deuces.